So this is the beautiful transport we're using. Look at this. I mean, almost as exciting as the helicopter today.
Cool, let's go have some fun, guys.
Yeah.
Is that on the stove?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
doing?
we are on this, whatever it's called. It's a bike.
Pedicab.
Pedicab. Yeah, we're a pedicab.
Are you on video right now?
Yeah, we are recording right now.
Okay, here we go. So turn it to me.
Yes.
Welcome to Victoria Pedicab Company, where the air is always fresh and every seat has a view. You will notice on your left and on your right side the emergency exits. Please do not use these at any time during your voyage on the pedicab. And please remain seated at all times unless authorized to do otherwise. Thank you for riding with Victoria Pedicab Company. Enjoy your tour.
That was wonderful.
It's as good as it gets.
Good. Yeah. Are you guys with a tour group or anything?
No, we're just traveling together alone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're off to Tofino tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Wow, you love it there.
What is that
Here's the
beautiful
best
building?
Here's the best piper in Victoria right here.
Oh,
Oh, wow. And that
There
building
he is.
over there?
Charles, yeah. How you doing, buddy?
Cheers. And that beautiful building over there, what is that?
This is the government building. It's called the Legislative Building.
okay.
So in every province, we've got 10 provinces and 3 territories. You know all the provinces in Canada?
I know British Columbia, Alberta,
Quebec?
Ontario,
Yes.
Quebec. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Good. That's 4. That's more than most people get.
Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one.
5.
I think that's it. Yeah.
How about you said Alberta?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what, Winnipeg? Saskatchewan?
Yeah. That's called. So Winnipeg's in Manitoba.
Okay.
So Manitoba. Then you've got Newfoundland
Oh yeah.
and New Brunswick
Brunswick.
and British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland. And then you got 3 territories.
Which one are those?
So there's one's called the Yukon Territory, which is the closest one to Alaska.
Yeah.
Then you have Northwest Territories, and you've got this one called Nunavut.
None of it. Okay.
And I actually pronounce it Nunavut because I don't want to go up there. even in the summer, it's not. It can get down below 0 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
But in the winter, it's so cold that if you pour a pot of hot coffee off a stepladder, it freezes before it hits the ground.
So it's basically like Siberia.
Oh, it's the coldest. It's the closest to the Arctic that you can get. And in the whole territory, there's only 3,500 people that live there.
Is it like native people that live there?
Yeah,
or- okay.
yeah. And they build igloos and stuff like that. So when people kind of say Canada, it's like, oh, okay, well, do the people live in igloos or something? But there are places in Canada that do have people live in igloos, but not around here.
I believe those people are called the Inuits, right?
Inuit people, yeah.
Inuit.
Yeah. Yeah, Inuit is a term used for them. There used to be a term, it's not used anymore. It was a common term for the people in the northern part of Canada. And people call it the Eskimos, but that's not a proper term to be used anymore.
Okay.
Eskimos is a derogatory term, and I don't know why really. I think it's just like a lot of people, a lot of things. There's white people that decide there's something wrong with it or something, I don't know. But Inuit is the proper term to use for the indigenous people up there, you're right, yeah. So they also have ways to locate different things. They're called Inuit Inukshuks. And they're also very sacred, and they're just using 2 stones that go up this way, then one that goes across, and then another 2 stones, and then one goes across. And that's called an Inuit Inukshuk.
So is that like a compass or something, or
Similar to that, yeah.
okay. Is this where like the normal people live? Is this like the normal residential, or is this
Yeah,
like
this
an
is
upper...
a residential community. It's called James Bay.
Okay.
It's very expensive though. Very expensive to live in Victoria in general. The average house is $1.3 million now.
Oh, wow.
Canadian, yeah.
Okay.
Still a lot though.
Yeah. And that's where they had also the first law courts here.
Oh, wow.
And they had the first museum in Victoria and art gallery there too.
Is the Supreme Court of British Columbia located in Victoria?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, no, they're not the Supreme Court. No, the court for the provincial court is,
Mm-hmm.
but the Supreme Court is in Vancouver at the law courts.
We passed the Supreme Court, do you remember?
Oh,
Yesterday.
yeah, you're right.
Which it should be. Most of the other provinces have, because Victoria is the capital of British Columbia, so most of the other provinces do have the Supreme Court of the province in the capital, but not BC. So it's a good question. Yeah. See these beautiful homes here? These are all transplants. These ones came from 3.5 hours north of here. They drove them down in flatbed trucks, divided them into 4 pieces, drove them down here, and then they built the foundation, and then they reattached them. They look like they're meant to be here, don't they?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. But they're all transplanted homes.
And they're fully made of wood, I would assume.
Yeah, yeah. Like, well, a concrete foundation
Uh-huh, yeah.
and some brick on the bottom. So this isn't what it would be like back in the 1800s, but everything above that, everything above the brick, would all be what it was like. But because they used that, it had a concrete foundation, they used brick, because brick adheres to concrete a lot better than wood and concrete don't mix nearly as well as brick on concrete. So that's the second fire station. You see how it says fire station number 2?
Yeah, I see, yeah.
But this one was replacing the original fire station number 2 in 1987. He was actually the son of the fire chief. He was smoking a cigar, and then he thought he put it out properly. All hands on deck, and so the doors of the fire station open up as they do. It was a really windy day because there's a big fire that was happening, and there was wind that came through, knocked over his cigar, and there was a newspaper right there. Burnt down the whole wood firehouse.
Oh, wow.
So they went and fought a fire, but then they came back to a burned down firehouse. It's kind of ironic, really, isn't it?
And especially given that it was the son of the
Son of the fire chief. Yeah, he got in trouble. So.
would imagine.
Yeah. And then his dad was not pleased with him, I'll tell you that.
When was this?
This was in 1987.
Wow.
So they probably wouldn't have made it as much of a big deal, but that guy was a paid, and he's the son of the fire chief and paid quite handsomely. Originally, the original fire department, which is called the Deluge Fire Department, everyone volunteered. So probably if they volunteered and that happened, people were like, oh, well, he's a volunteer.
Can happen. Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't trained properly or something, and yeah, whatever. Hi there. Did you guys meet in law school?
Kind of, yes.
It's a funny story, yeah.
Yeah, we actually, so the law firm where I used to work,
Yeah.
they organized a business course for students,
Okay.
potential lawyers
Yeah.
they would like to hire. And yeah, it was a recruitment event,
okay,
and
yeah.
they brought a group of 20 students to San Francisco
Oh, really? Wow.
for almost a week, and we actually met there.
Really?
So, and the first night we met, we had to sleep in the same hotel room.
Oh, sorry.
So we have been,
to share the room.
yeah, we had to
Oh,
share
yeah.
the room, and because every person got a roommate,
Oh, really?
and yes, that's how we met. It was in 2017, and still good friends and traveling the world right now.
Awesome. Look at this tree, guys. That's a sequoia, redwood sequoia.
Ah.
So this is the pride of near San Francisco. This is
Yeah.
a place called the Sequoia Forest. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, definitely. yeah.
Those trees live up to be 3,500 years old. This one's only 128 years old.
Oh wow!
So it's one of the one of the tall, well, it's one of the taller trees in Beacon Park, but it's like a baby when you
One
look
of the
at the
youngest.
sequoia forest. Yeah.
It's beautiful. And now we're going to the peacock.
Hello, peacock.
Look at this beauty.
Are you guys getting ready for Otherworld? Yeah, you going to Otherworld?
I am, but I don't know.
You are?
I don't know if we're doing a full slackline day.
Oh, okay. Cool. Someone asked me to do some laughter yoga there.
We'll try our best.
In the geodescent dome, yeah. Yeah. Take it easy, guys.
Amazing.
Have you ever heard of Otherworld?
No.
Have you heard of Burning Man?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that like the
So-
Canadian version?
Canadian version of Burning Man is happening.
When is it?
So this is the tallest totem pole in the world, guys.
Oh, wow,
Wonderful.
you're here.
World's tallest freestanding traditional totem pole. So, yeah. And I'm gonna do something special for you guys because you're vlogging there. Is it called vlogging or vlogging?
Vlogging. I don't know how to pronounce it. Vlogging?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a V, right?
Yeah, not blogging, but
This is
video
a very important instrument. It's called an Indigenous drone flute. It was given to me by one of the elders here in Victoria of the Lekwungen Nation. And it's called a drone flute because it has 2 chambers to it. So it's one key, and then, or like in the key of D sharp, and that's a meditative key. So I'm gonna play a little song for you guys with the totem pole in the background.
Wow.
Here, I'll get in the best view of the totem pole and the flute.
Sundi Mamro.
Wow.
There you go. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I could listen to that for hours.
Yeah,
It's very peaceful.
similar to what the Japanese also.
Yeah, it's very similar. Theirs is a little bit of a higher tone to it, but yeah, similar ways to play it. But it's not a drone flute, but it has a similar kind of mystical sound to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see a statue of this man named Terry Fox. He had an intention to go all across Canada and dip his feet into the ocean at mile 0 here. He made it 2/3 of the way across Canada, running a marathon every day with only one leg. The other one's a prosthetic limb. So
Oh, wow.
you see a prosthetic limb on the right. He wanted to raise, have at least everyone donate $1 per person. And there were about almost just under 30 million people in Canada. And a lot of people donated a lot more than that, but it was the only time in Canada history that you could mail to the Terry Fox Foundation and you didn't have to pay for postage.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And he's raised a total of $975 million. He
Wow.
passed away when he was only, and he's only 23 years old. So he passed away in 1981. And he's become a legend in Canada. He's like the most influential man in Canadian history.
Very noble.
Absolutely, yeah. Hello. Whatever you guys do, make sure to flirt with all the women here in Victoria.
Yeah.
Never know where it'll take you.
That's some good advice.
Best advice I've had.
Just say hello to them. You don't need to flirt. Just say hello. You never know. Hello.
Hola.
Putting more into practice.
Yeah. Just, you know, get some practice in there. Oh, look at that doggy there. Cute. All right. I'm Soren from Victoria Pedicab Company. Have these awesome people from Netherlands here with me, and they did a nice video log, and it was a pleasure taking them around. Thanks so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. It was amazing.
Take care.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks so much. All the best, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, Hama, how was it?
It was,
Was it a life-changing experience?
not really. Have you ever been to a Dollarama?
Never. Is it worth it?
Let's find out.